Okay, so someone reached out to me and was asking me certain questions, and it was kind of difficult. And I could remember during the podcast I did with my Ghanaian friend, we talked about certain things, and he asked me some questions that seemed weird, and I think that's the problem. Okay, so there are certain, this shocked me kind of a thing. You see some Nigerians, what shocked me in Ghana as a Nigerian, or what shocked you in Nigeria as a Ghanaian. And when you speak to some Ghanaians, these things are all nothing. They are not true. Now, there are certain things I'm going to debunk because to me, they are propaganda. Some of those people talking about the shock, they are actually shocked based on where they came from. Okay, number one, I'm going to talk about being loud. Please, there is nothing like Nigerians are loud people. No, Lagosians are loud, but all Nigerians are not loud people. There are places, states you go to in Nigeria. Nigeria has 36 states, and Lagos is just one state in Nigeria. If you go to the north, they are not loud people. If you go to the east, they are not loud people. If you go to south, they are not loud. Even if you go to southwest, some places in southwest are not loud. Lagosians are generally loud because of the population, the hustle and bustle nature of Lagos. So you may see a lot of Nigerians who are not loud. That is why it is somehow for someone to come on YouTube and say, oh, we Nigerians are loud people. Why Ghanaians are not loud? Why Kenyans are not loud? No, you simply met a Lagosian. So that is a propaganda to us. Not all Nigerians are loud. In fact, majority of Nigerians are not loud. You just met a particular group of people who grew up in a particular city that is filled with hustle, bustle, and hustling nature. The second part is the calm environment. See, you grew up in Lagos, you were born and bred in Lagos, and you left Lagos and you traveled to another country. And that country tends to be calm. Then you start comparing that Nigeria is not calm, is noisy. No, there are so many calm places in Nigeria. In fact, a lot of people who are Nigerians have not even been to Lagos. A population of over 210 million and about 21 million in Lagos. So what it simply means is that about 190 million people are not in Lagos. And these millions of people have their own nature, calm environments. A lot of Nigerians do not even want to come to Lagos. The way you feel when you come to Lagos, that your first time experience when you come to Lagos as a foreigner, is still the same type of experience a lot of Nigerians do feel. Some Nigerians cannot cope in Lagos. Why? Because they would say Lagos is so noisy, the hustling nature of Lagos is so chaotic. And so, there are many places in Nigeria that are calm. Like cars who pass, they are so calm. So please, if you want to come on YouTube to talk about Nigeria being chaotic in nature, hustling and bubbling, and this particular place being calm, please, you have to think twice. Where did you grow up? Where are you coming from? You need to also find out other places in Nigeria before you come on YouTube or you come online to make certain assumptions. To me, I think that is very wrong. The third is traffic. Please, you don't just say the traffic in Nigeria is too much. No, say the traffic in Lagos is much. There are places in Nigeria that do not have high traffic. Not that you will not find traffic at all. However, it is not like Lagos. So when people come on YouTube and say, oh, Nigeria and traffic, no, you are wrong. If you go to places like Akwa Ibom, the place is calm. The traffic is not much. If you go to Calabar, the same thing. If you travel to some places in the east and some southwest places, the road isn't that congested. You can actually wake up in Abeokuta, that is Ogun State, that is the neighbor of Lagos. The neighboring states of Lagos is Ogun. You can wake up by 7 a.m. and dress up. 7:30 you will leave your place and still get to your place of work before 8 o'clock in Abeokuta. Same with Ibadan and some places in the east and south. It is not like that in Lagos. And so, you will not compare your Lagos life to a city in Ghana or in Accra and say that the congestion, the traffic nature in Nigeria is too much. No, sweethearts. Please, it is only peculiar to Lagosians, not to others in other parts of Nigeria. Please, if we are dishing out information out there, let us do our research properly. It is okay to grow up in a particular locality. However, if you want to compare a particular country, please do your research properly so that you do not put out informations that are wrong. And to you foreigners who tend to listen to all this, try to do your own research properly. The next point is education. I do get it. Some persons attended private universities, then you went to Ghana. Then all of a sudden you feel that universities in Ghana tend to be better than universities in Nigeria. And my questions are, which universities did you people attend? How many universities do we even have in Nigeria? And how many do we have in Ghana? Nigeria has 36 states. And each state do have one federal university, minimum. One state university, minimum. One federal polytechnic, minimum. One state polytechnic, minimum. One federal college of education. And sometimes one state college of education. So when you calculate all this, you'll be able to know the number of higher institutions we have in Nigeria. Yet, the population is much. 90% of Nigerians that left Nigeria to go to school in Ghana did not get admission, first time trial in Nigeria. Why? Because the population in Nigeria is much. Imagine when about 50,000 people are applying to study medicine. A typical Nigerian university has a lot of applicants that want to enroll. Nigerians are naturally interested in education. So, about 90% of the persons who left Nigeria to school in Ghana did not get admission in Nigeria. You can argue with your grandfather, but that is a simple truth. Because before you get admission into Nigerian universities, there are things you must pass. First is your WASI, that is your WAEC, of which those in Ghana, they also have the same. After that, you will have to write NECO. So in Nigeria, you will write WAEC, you will write NECO. Some will write NAPTEP, depending on the higher institution you are attending. In Nigeria, you must pass JAMB. And when you pass your JAMB, you also pass your UTME. You must sit for your aptitude test. So the process is so rigorous. And a lot of people tend to write JAMB 2 or 3 times before they will even pass JAMB. Some will pass JAMB, they will not pass aptitude test. So most times, you will wait for 2, 3, 4, 5 years before you even get admission into the Nigerian institution, especially Nigerian universities. So most parents will be like, oh, let me just go to Ghana, since Ghana is easier. So Nigerians go to Ghana for education because it is easier to get admission in Ghana than in Nigeria. Do not think otherwise. Do not think it is because universities in Ghana tend to be better than universities in Nigeria. It is false. There are citadels, there are universities in Nigeria that do not look like a university in Africa. Even go to Google and type the best 10 universities in West Africa. You will see that about 60% are Nigerian universities. So what are we talking about? You will see that the first 5, 90% are Nigerian universities. So when it comes to education, Nigeria tends to be top-notch in West Africa. Ghana do have quality universities. However, when you see Nigerians in Ghana going to school, do not think that your education system is better. No. Majority of them came because it is difficult and they tried and it didn't work for them. in Nigeria. So they came to your own country. So they went to Ghana. So if you're in Nigeria, in Ghana, try to do the right thing. Do not feel because you did not get admission into a Nigerian university, you will discredit them just to please your Ghanaian counterpart. That is wrong. In my next video, I will continue with this, okay? So all I just want to say is this. To those non-Nigerians out there, try to pick the right information. Most of the people you see doing this video of Ghana shocked me are just chasing clouds. They just want to get views and they don't care. For as long as you come and watch the video, they will be massaging your ego. Try to find out the truth so that you don't paint a wrong picture of a country. There are channels out there that will show you good things you need to see in Nigeria and good things you need to see in Ghana. Very beautiful places in both nations. You have to stay guided. Thank you.